into this GE Engineering first round tie knowing that a good performance was needed against a side 2 divisions above them. There were a number of ex-Jags in the Jeanfield lines and familiar faces on both sides. Scone had the better of the early exchanges and had a couple of chances to take an early lead. Firstly, after good work up the right side between Derek Angus and Shot Whitworth, the ball was played into the box, and when it's only partially cleared, Scott Lafferty's first time effort, unfortunately just curling slightly away from goal. Scone were playing a high pressing game, and even when opportunities broke down, Jeanfield were finding it difficult to properly clear their lines, as every time they took possession of the ball, they found Scone players putting pressure straight on the visiting players. And it was after 4 minutes that Scone were to get another opportunity, when again good pressure here from Scott Lafferty made sure that Chris Anton's crossed into the middle. Perhaps a bit of luck there that the referee didn't rule the handball there from Fraser Mills deliberate. Mills managed to get his shot away after a 1-2 with Abby Nige, and it was a good block from Ross Gunyon to prevent the shot on target. It certainly wasn't all one-way traffic, and it became obvious as the game went on that Tony Holt, former Scone loanee, and former Arbroath man Chris Scott here on the ball were to prove the danger men for Jeanfield, and it was Scott and Holt who were combined to allow the ball to be passed forward to Baker, but his shot well held here by Winton. Scone had their best chance to open the scoring after 20 minutes when they were awarded a free kick on the edge of the box. Kevin Sinclair, looking to repeat his feat against Lunkerty, sees a great save from Mark Mitchell, and Mitchell again up quickly to block from Gary Fergus's return. The visitors were awarded their own free kick just outside the area 5 minutes later, and up stepped Stevie McManus, however his effort was just past the post. Jeanfield were to have their best effort of the first half after 27 minutes when they were awarded a free kick on the edge of the box. However, there was some controversy over the award, as it actually appeared that it was a free kick to Scone Thistle. The referee doesn't have the benefit of this replay, but it does look like Gary Fergus gets his foot onto the ball, and you see there the Jeanfield player kicking in at the back of Gary Fergus. However, the referee awarded the free kick to Jeanfield, and Tony Holt stepped up to bend the shot round the wall, but it cracked back off the post. Jeanfield continued to press for the opener, and only good defending with David Winton and Sean Whitworth prevented the hosts from going in front. The ball was slipped forward to Holden, and as he managed to get wide, Winton managed to push Holden wide, and Whitworth was there to clear the effort into the centre. Scone were to create their own chance, however, before the break, and after good work by Kev Sinclair on the left here, ball into the centre, not properly cleared, and Abby Nige's hooked effort just over the bar. With time running out in the first half, Scone were almost the architects of their own downfall after a miscommunication between Winton and Whitworth meant that the pass back here was played short, and when the ball was played forward to Baker, his effort was just past the post. Again, the high pressing game from Scone was to create an opportunity, and when the ball comes forward here to Abby Nige, his pass to Fraser Mills, uncharacteristically for Millsy, who's usually on the end of these efforts, and the shot was wide. Final effort in the first half, corner comes wide, and Holden's effort comes across into the centre here. Dugan's shot is blocked, and then Baker curls into the middle, but another great save here from David Winton. Jeanfield continued to pile the pressure onto Scone after the break, and Kiffy Scott here, who had switched wings presumably to continue to be in front of the camera, whips a good ball in from the left here, and the header from Holden is well held by Winton. Jeanfield were creating the best of the chances without managing to break the Scone rearguard, and when this cross from Holden on the left comes across to Baker on the right hand side, his effort seemed at first fairly innocuous, but took a nasty little deflection and good reaction from David Winton to push the ball past for a corner. The corner swung into the middle here, a bit of bagatelle off a few heads, and again a good save by David Winton to prevent the goal. Jeanfield were, however, to get the breakthrough just after the hour mark, and it was good play up the right hand side, with the ball eventually coming back towards Tony Holt here, number 8, just picking the ball up now. Holt, with a good powerful run into midfield, looks up to see Scott in space, and an excellent finish by Kiffy Scott for their opening goal. Jeanfield had a chance to make it 2 moments later with a well-worked free kick routine. McManus rolls the ball to Chris Scott here on the right hand side of the picture, and Scott's first time effort crashes back off the crossbar. Scone, however, were to create their own chances into the second half, and after the ball released to Mills on the right here, his cross into the centre not properly cleared, and an excellent effort from Kev St Clair, blocked here by Mitchell, but before Whitworth could pounce, the ball was cleared. Jeanfield continued to press, and the ball was worked forward here into the area. It looked like perhaps a foul here by Holden, but nothing given, but when the ball breaks out to Parr on the right hand side, his effort over the bar. St Clair was being Scone's danger man from midfield here, and when the ball is headed to him by Gary Mackey, the ball's picked up well, and his effort from distance quite straightforward for Mitchell to hold. Scone were putting good pressure on their Super League visitors, and when St Clair fed the ball forward to Mills, his ball forward to Fergus appeared to break well for Nige. However, the referee had ruled that the Scone striker had wandered offside. Jeanfield were to secure the win with 3 minutes remaining with perhaps a slice of luck. The ball was taken up the left hand wing by Holden, and when his ball into the centre is met by Parr, Parr's cross to the back post is met by Sutherland. He lays it back to Deans. Deans mishits his shot, but lands very nicely for Holden, and a good finish by Robbie Holden to roll the ball in the back of the net for 2-0. That was an end of the scoring, and the Super League side move into the next round of the GA Engineering Cup. Best of luck from the Jags to the Swifts for the continuing competition, but it was a good performance from Scone as well, who at times matched their Super League opponents and will take this into future league games.